you have to go somewhere?
I mean, I have a few minutes.
Okay, let's do like kind of a supplemental bit here if we can. I might find I don't know if it'll be included in the episode or we'll do it somewhere else.
Okay. I can take like 15, 20 minutes.
Yep, that's how long it will take. Cool. Let me upload this. Okay, I'm gonna upload a video for us to watch here. All right, ready for it? Here we go. All right. So Tim Pool has done a follow-up take on The Hunt that I slept on. This came out back when the movie was in theaters, back at the end of March. I didn't see this at all. I found out about this week. Let's take a watch, shall we, Kyle?
Okay.
The next more fun story. We watched The Hunt.
We watched the movie.
Do you know what The Hunt is?
We're reviewing a movie.
But it's politically relevant.
Yeah,
it is.
It is about liberal elites who kidnap conservatives and hunt them for sport.
Oh, that's fun.
Check this out.
Talk about how.
So wait, Kyle, can you pause it for a second?
Yeah.
That girl who talks, they just have this girl named Lydia in the studio with them, and she just like talks from off screen and only ever agrees with Tim. And they never have her on screen, and they never acknowledge anything she says. It's totally bizarre. But anyway, hit play.
Okay.
Who did this?
So it was a little bit of everybody, but it was a lot on Trump.
Okay.
So
it was a little bit of everybody. Who's to say who was behind it? Who remembers? It was a little bit of everyone. We don't have time to name all the names. All right, let's just. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think it was in like September or something.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
A lot of people saw the trailers and saw opening text because like a script got leaked or something, and it was like it was pretty bad in the beginning. They're talking about how they're going to go hunt deplorables, and they were mocking them, and the trailers very much depicted like, I don't know, doting conservative types, confused, being hunted with gags in their mouths.
They even referred to the rat-faced president or some
rat
sort
effer.
of. Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
the phrase "rat fucker" does not mean rat-faced. These are totally different words. But anyways.
Yeah.
Some sort
rat effer in chief.
Rat effer in chief, yeah.
And so
seen that term online, yeah.
The movie is literally about
That girl's voice.
left. And Trump tweeted that it was like something. It was like it's really awful that the liberals are depicting conservatives being like.
He actually said it was a dangerous movie that was going to kill people.
Right.
Because I'm absolutely.
He also called it racist, by the way.
From the
Trump did or Tim?
Trump.
The film shows the conservatives are the good guys. This is the craziest thing about the film. And guess what? If I told you there was a movie that shows liberal elites as maniacs who are so vindictive they would kidnap strangers for saying mean things about them on the internet and then hunt them for sport, you'd be like, okay, you're making fun of the left. Like, we get it, right? But what if I told you that Rotten Tomatoes has the official tomato meter? If I told you it made the left look bad, imagine what the score is going to be.
The liberal elites are trying to suppress The Hunt because it makes liberals look bad. This dude literally successfully censored the movie, and he's trying to point the finger at the tomato meter because critics gave it 54% and audiences gave it 66%.
Right.
Which isn't that's barely even a discrepancy.
Right. It was his cancel campaign.
He literally said the movie was going to incite violence and should be pulled.
But the fact that those events happen show us we are in no position to have a movie glorifying in any way the kidnapping and killing of people based on political ideology. Universal is reevaluating its strategy for the certain to be controversial satire. They call it satire. The violent, hold on, they call it satire. I've watched the trailer for this movie. It's not a satire. There's no jokes. I didn't see anything funny. It's literally people walking around and just murdering each other.
It was a little bit of everyone. Let's take a look at the main offenders, the Rotten Tomatoes score. By the way, 55%, that's still a majority.
Yeah.
Anyways, hit play. What a fucking rat.
The audience likes it. The critics hate it.
Oh,
that's barely a discrepancy.
The audience score is only 66%.
Yeah, that's not a big gap.
I would rate it a 66.6 on IMDb.
66.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't that much.
Has he looked at IMDb?
I actually thought it was pretty good for what it was. Like I wasn't expecting,
I
Lord
thought
of the Rings.
it was like a comedy to me.
It was a comedy.
Yeah, I mean,
it's literally a comedy.
Well, yeah,
It's kind of comedy.
It was
Yeah,
It's funny at parts.
I haven't seen it,
I
but the
like
script
it.
was
I
played as a
at
comedy.
first,
Oh, I thought you saw the movie.
No, I haven't watched it.
Oh.
Yeah, but I thought that too, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, but
no.
by the way."
I don't mean bad as in like it was an awful movie. I was like, dude.
Oh, you mean like politically bad?
Yeah, there are people who are going to watch this and they see a caricature of the left as violent psychopathic murderers who mock and belittle them and use them for sport. And I'm like,
Especially if someone with a large platform explicitly tells them that that will be the fallout. That might in particular exacerbate things.
where people create a caricature of the left and the right.
Yeah, that's
and this
true.
movie propped up the worst examples of what the left and the right were. And not even the right, actually, to be honest. The right was actually just,
Doddering.
doddering.
She's using the same word he used.
Yeah, he said that earlier in this clip.
And the left was depicted as like these snide, wealthy, savage, emotional morons.
Is he trying to sympathize with?
Full-on spoiler alert. I hope you guys are ready.
Should open to that.
I'm ready for the spoilers.
Now, we're getting into the spoiler alert. I'm going to start talking about stuff. So I'm going to give you a fair warning for the next 10 or so seconds. Spoiler warning.
Okay.
So in the trailers, if you watch it, it's very obvious the conservatives are the good guys.
Yeah, it seems like some people had a harder time putting that together than others, in my opinion.
Right? Why is it?
If you ask me, if someone's making a remake of The Most Dangerous Game, what I think the people on how would you make The Most Dangerous Game where the hunters are the good guys? That seems like kind of an obvious tip-off to me.
What a dumb fuck.
They're bad guys in the sense that where you're like,
They're terrible people.
They're bad people.
Yeah, you're just a bad person.
But here's the thing: the way the movie is set up, it's very obvious based on the tomato meter and the audience score. I think the split might be due to the fact that they do make conservatives, some of them, look really stupid and like awful people, and they more so make the left look like really nasty, evil people. So the critics,
or maybe it's just a movie and no one else is really taking it that seriously. Maybe it's just you, Tim. Maybe it's just you. 66% isn't even good. Like it's like a very like a middling score from both.
Yeah.
Normally give like social justice lefty movies like top scores.
What's a social justice lefty movie?
So there's like Death Wish, for instance. It's the Bruce Willis movie. It's got like a tomato meter score of like 10%, but the audience is like 90 something. Oh wow. This is fun. It's about a guy, his wife gets killed, and he gets revenge. It's like kind of like, it's not the same as John Wick, but there's like a similar kind of feel to it.
Okay.
They called it a gun nut masturbation film.
Whoa.
And I'm like, well, no, it's not. It's a dad who didn't own anybody.
That girl, man.
Whoa.
And then like protects his daughter and he takes out the guy who was attacking him.
Sounds like a gun nut.
It was just a movie.
What?
It's like whatever.
Why is she on mic?
Kyle, it's just a movie. Why don't these liberals calm down? It's just a movie. I mean, can you believe the over-the-top reaction some people have to movies? Can you believe it? Gee, what a fucking rat. What a completely despicable fucking rat.
Yeah.
We all remember the liberal fatwa against the Death Wish remake from a few years ago. Says the guy who literally led a successful cancel campaign.
Yeah, it was successful
last year. Jesus fucking Christ, this fucking guy.
Library of Congress or anything. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be autographed and like
fun.
It's a fun movie. You're bored, you watch it. I think you'll have a good time.
Yeah, of all the people that are watching this movie, like, are you worried that people are like how many people do you think are going to take it as though this is how people are?
Yes, Tim is worried about that. Yes.
Or am I just too optimistic?
He made a video about it. Yes.
There's going.
How many hunt videos did he make?
Who are
just
disgusted by it and angry.
This is his
second.
second.
Them look like monsters. But there will be a contingent of people on the right who look at this and they say that's exactly who these leftists are. I swear to God.
I mean, what's the percentage of people out there that are like that, though?
Tiny.
And who is looking to what is clearly like a fictional like thriller movie to learn about reality. No one is going. Zero people other than Tim Pool and Donald Trump look at a movie called The Hunt and take their cues about reality from it.
Right.
He's the only one. I hate how he's acting like he's commenting like, oh, you see, I'm commenting on this larger societal trend. No, it's you. You are the person you're describing. It's just you and no one else. You beady-eyed little fucking rat fuck. Jesus Christ.
You called him a rat fuck. Is he?
I did.
Or a rat fuck?
This is going.
I messed up. I blew it.
To sow animosity and division, and that's why I think they took it down. Because I'll tell you what.
What?
No, they took it down because you led a cancel campaign against it. You censored the movie. That's why it was taken down.
In Tim's world, movies get taken down because they sow division. Do the Right Thing never came out and isn't considered.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Never happened before or since, but that's what happened in this one time. The Joker came out 1 week later after this movie was scheduled to come out, but I guess they felt it was a little divisive. This is a little divisive. Let's not release it. Apropos of nothing. I'm so mad right now. I'm fucking fuming. Like steam is shooting out of my ears right now.
Who's the other guy on this?
Oh, that's Adam Krigler. They've since had like a huge like falling out, and he's like banned from the compound.
Right? Doesn't he have like a long hair guy now?
Well, Adam Krigler is long haired too, but a different long haired guy named Ian. I forget it. Cross something, and Ian's probably all right, I guess. I mean, everyone looks good sitting next to Tim, so it's hard to say. But so this Adam guy has like his own. Like you can see that it was actually right around this time they kind of had their falling out, and Tim's responses to Adam were just more and more like hostile and petty like as time went on until they had some falling out. And now the way he talks to Adam, that's just the way he talks to Ian now. He's really a despicable cunt. It can't be overstated.
Here we go. The premise of the movie is that these in the beginning these super wealthy liberal people are texting each other about going to their vacation home in Eastern Europe
and blowing off steam.
And then someone says, "I can't wait to go and hunt some deplorables." And then someone jokingly responds, "You're not supposed to text about that." Someone leaks a screenshot, and it becomes a conspiracy theory called Manorgate.
Manorgate, right?
And so it starts with them being hunted. It's actually kind of funny. It's super brutal and gruesome. And the woman here on the left, this is very obvious from the trailer, so it's not the worst spoil in the world. She's the protagonist. She's the good guy. And she is a Mississippi Southern girl served in the armed forces in Afghanistan. Presumably not overly conservative. They don't actually like bring that up because like she is actually there by mistake. So I've spoiled the movie for you. But the bad guy is this liberal elite who got angry that people were saying mean things about him on the internet.
Yeah.
So hired a military consultant and a bunch of her friends to hunt people and drug them and then drop them in Eastern Europe and then murder them all.
Yep.
And they say really annoying lefty things.
God, nonstop.
Like
the old couple was really cringy.
Oh. Yep. They were, but it was cringy, but it was funny. It's funny.
Yeah, it was funny. That's true.
That Lydia woman who like just the way she like chirps in, I do this thing a lot where I fall asleep listening to podcasts, and like when I do that, like I'll have a dream where I'm in the podcast room with Chapo Trap House or whatever, and like I'll be like trying to like talk during it, but no one can hear me because I'm not really in the room with them. I'm dreaming, and I'm like I'm trying to interject my humorous left wing political commentary. Why can no one hear me? No one can hear me.
And you're Lydia.
Lydia is living that nightmare, right? Like in reality, like that's actually the situation she's in. She just chimes in to say these things that just go completely unnoticed. Like she's not even in the room. What an existential dread.
Have you watched this clip before?
Yes, I have.
You are a regular conservative person.
There's like a UFO in front of that other guy.
That's Adam's thing. Adam likes UFOs.
Oh, okay.
No. What I mean is, it's hilarious. It's really.
There's no color in this room.
Like people.
This is his new digs. Like this is since he's like set up at like his like new compound. This is where they record.
As soon as he says that, the main character.
Or actually, this might be the old one. Come to think of it, because I don't know if Adam ever made the trek out to the new one.
It's funny. It's really fun. They just boom right off the car.
Yeah.
Like she's like, oh, this guy's a bad guy. And it's really funny seeing them like they don't know how to use guns. Oh, dude, my favorite part of the movie is when she has some kind of rifle. I don't even know that much about guns. And so the liberal guy grabs the clip and then laughs.
He's like,
ha. And then she looks at him with like this look, and then she shows him the chamber and then shoots him like because they don't know how guns work.
He's not worried that someone's gonna just do that.
Or right-leaning people. And
yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, they're the good guys. The liberal leads to the bad guys. It's like the whole thing is a joke on I think Pizzagate.
See, he curbed the answer from us. He cheated off our answer.
A bunch.
He's been listening to Blocked and Reported to get his takes.
But
I wouldn't be
do think
surprised.
People who look at this and it will make.
He is obsessed with criticism. Like I'm friends with the guy who runs the Tim Pool Clips Twitter account, and Tim follows that account and frequently DMs my friend to like complain about stuff that he's posted, and he has like 8,000 followers. He can't take any amount of criticism.
He sees that as a lot, probably.
I doubt he does, because he is like, I mean, he is famously like blowing up. He's getting like 150 views a month. 8,000 is just absolutely nothing to this guy. But he just, the fact that someone on the internet says he's wrong, he just can't fucking deal with it because he's such a miserable cunt. He knows it's all true. It's the same thing with, it's the Dave Rubin phenomenon. Every criticism cuts to his bone because he knows it's true.
His steak bone.
Look at anything and it does the exact same.
Of course.
I'm dead serious.
Right.
You know, so it's like,
Yeah.
It's
as long as they're not going out and like killing people because they just think that that's now the case, you know.
Should I do a rundown? Should we do a rundown of like it, because we already spoiled it? Well, at this point, I'll just say like, you've been warned. We've spoiled a decent amount of it. But basically,
You're gonna do a rundown.
some of the celebrity actors that are in it aren't actually in it.
I mean, this is it happens all within the first like 10 minutes of the movie.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Oh yeah. That
Heads
was
are being blown
exciting.
off.
Poor
Good
girl.
one, good one, Lydia. Thank you. I feel bad picking on Lydia, but like, Jesus fucking Christ.
I said, no, you're not.
Hey,
all
we're
right,
not.
all right. Well, maybe it's this person who's going to be the main
Nope.
character. Nope.
Nope.
All right.
It was not a good career choice to move into Tim Pool's compound.
It's Dennis, and it's always sunny.
That was extremely questionable.
So they're going through all the people they want to hunt down.
Where does he live?
And
Where does he
wants
record?
to-
It's somewhere in Maryland,
And they
near like DC, relatively.
There's a bunch of moments like this where it's like
That's a
very
shitty
much
area.
insufferable.
Honestly, I'm very like pro engagement, but like I would take a pass on the Tim Pool thing. I would
Why?
not go out to Tim Pool's. One, I wouldn't go out to Tim Pool's compound. Two, the vibe. I do not like the vibe in this room. Everyone looks uncomfortable. I just don't want to. I don't want to like hang out with like the Tim Pool crew.
Yeah. I thought you meant like, I thought you were meaning like strategically, it would be
No.
bad.
I mean, there's
No.
good reason to do it strategically because he has a massive audience.
Sure. No, yeah, it seems like a real, a bad trip.
Yes.
We watching this whole thing?
Stuff.
How far along are we? How much is left?
We are 10 minutes in and it's about
It's
17
almost,
minutes.
Let's just finish it.
Okay.
Because most of the movies
Yeah.
that people they make, like this is Blumhouse, for instance. Don't they do like social justice movies?
Yeah, they do. They did The Invisible Man.
Oh, that was awful. Oh, the
So-
Invisible Man's a good movie, and it's from a great director. He did Upgrade, which is awesome.
Blumhouse does some like, it's a horror movie staple. Like they
Yeah.
don't, it's not like exclusively SJW stuff.
Look, man, I can't even explain the movie because it makes no sense. It starts with her.
I mean, I guess they kind of have done SJ stuff because they did like Get Out and that.
Somehow.
But like,
Right.
I don't know. That's like a kind of
First thing she
I didn't
does-
catch any SJW messages in Mama, for instance.
Right.
The Octavia Spencer vehicle. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
I really like Blumhouse. I think they do a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, they
So,
do.
like,
Did they do Happy Death
apparently she's
Day?
escaping-
Sorry.
Yes.
Or Death, whatever it's called?
Whatever, man.
Yeah.
I don't care about- I don't know.
I initially thought they might have done Death Wish, but I looked that up and that's not correct.
Ruin this movie.
Well, so spoiler
Oh,
alert.
you watched it.
Look, Invisible Man is a feminist trash film that got great ratings. Go figure.
No, it's a good movie.
Is a satiric, a culture war satire, and it's funny. It's gruesome. But in Invisible Man, it's basically like her boyfriend apparently dies. This is all in the trailer, by the way, so it's not really too much.
Yeah.
And like her ex-boyfriend, she flees him.
Yeah, he didn't watch
She
it.
ends up
He
being,
he watched the
he loses her
trailer.
money.
He's not talking about
And then all of a sudden, something weird happens, and she goes and she immediately says, "Still alive."
Yeah, and that's explained later in the movie, Tim. Tim, if you watched it, buddy.
He's still alive and he's invisible. Like, how
It's actually the screenplay I have to say is actually pretty tight in that movie.
didn't watch it.
But here's why I bring it up.
Because I remember thinking that, like, wow, it's weird that she would have made that jump, but then it all ties in together and makes perfect sense by the end.
Woke, annoyingly woke, like Ghostbusters.
You know what? I might want to add
This
right now.
dude's still butthurt about Ghostbusters. Jesus
Oh
fucking
my
Christ.
god. 6 years
The
later.
9/11 for basement dwelling shitheads.
Like, you could see how they were trying to recover what they had lost because
You're right.
of the second one.
It was sad.
Yeah, there were like really over the top bad things where they were trying to jam 2 movies into one because they ruined the second one.
And whatever cohesion the actors had together, like, you know, the first movie, it felt like, I guess there was still mystery, you know, you still didn't know the whole story, but there still was like, they worked well together. But this movie, it felt like they were strangers again. Suddenly all of the actors were strangers. They didn't know each other anymore. Like, learning how to
What
act.
movie are they talking about?
I have no idea. Ghostbusters 2?
They make all of these woke movies that are just miserable and everyone hates it.
Mhm.
And the critics pretend like it's good. And they make The Hunt, which I actually thought was funny and mocking the left for the most part. And it gets shut down because...
Yo, can you believe it got shut down? What a bunch of assholes.
I'll assume some of them...
This fucking guy.
For sure. But
Oh my god. I can't believe he made this. And he's like,
Well, he's just a shameless
Pretending,
liar. And
like,
his audience are all fucking bootlicking sycophants, so no one's going to call him out. These people in the room with him certainly aren't going to call him out. You know why? Because they're his employees.
rolling her
Right.
eyes like...
he is the boss.
But here's the thing.
And then
Shitty-
at the end,
shitty
you don't
boss.
find out where she leans politically either.
Well, she's very obviously conservative. Southern military, like, weapons. She knows how to use a gun.
Nah, I don't know if it's really clear in the movie or in the script.
I agree with the point that he's making. That not clear in the movie, but the signifiers are that she's right because she's from Mississippi. She has the accent.
military.
She's military. She's very survivalist, which I think that they say more in the screenplay than the movie.
Or I should say the
Yeah.
problem. The conservatives...
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
You're
The
welcome. You're welcome.
The conservatives are stupid in the movie. They're not really conservatives. They're like conspiracy theory podcaster types.
Right.
But they're-
Okay.
the big problem with them is they have stupid thoughts. Like one guy is like, it's like the premise is they were saying mean things. And
I wish that the movie had developed those characters more. I wanted each one to be like a different kind of like right wing guy. Like what's her name? Emma Roberts could have been like the Tommy Lauren one, you know?
Yep.
But there was one
Missed opportunity.
is he's in the gas station, and the woman behind the counter says, "Be careful with that thing. He's holding a gun. It's going to go off." And he goes, "It's not going to go off." And she's like, "What if it does?" And he goes, "I own several guns. I know what I'm doing." And she goes, "Why?" And he goes, "Excuse me?" She goes, "Why do you own several guns?" And he's like, "Because it's my constitutional right to defend
That
myself."
guy could have been like
What do you do
the
after
Don
that?
Jr. type of guy.
What about that? Aren't they exercising their rights?
There was something later in the movie about how he like hunted like a
So-
big game
so
in
conservative
Africa,
guys
and those like
say,
bullshit like safaris where you just like walk into an enclosure and like shoot a rhino or something.
Right.
So they're right to have guns too. Like, what sane person would agree with that statement?
Yeah, it didn't really make sense.
Well, right, they're mocking
So
the left
weird,
for
yeah.
being insane.
And this is the old couple that I was referring to earlier.
Yeah,
that
that's
was like,
funny.
And it was, dude, this
Come
movie,
Amy
on.
Madigan from
it was
Fields of
well done.
Dreams.
I was really impressed with like
Huh.
the antagonist, the protagonist doesn't start right away with her. Like it actually,
you see her.
It's
You
good.
see
Yeah.
her in the beginning.
Right.
Kind of alludes that it's going to be her.
They give you this big celebrity moment, which
Yeah.
is hilarious.
Wonderfully. That was the best part of the movie.
Yes,
It was silly.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And then she comes in and she is a badass.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
So why'd you cancel it,
It's very
Tim?
sad. See her just like her attitude is very just like slow and methodical, but also kind of nonchalant and blasé.
Yeah, she was a
Like,
cool
ugh.
character.
Yeah. All in all, I think it's better than a 6.6, man. I'd give it like a 7. Cool. It's a movie I
What a fucking asshole.
That's my favorite part. That's why I wanted to watch to the end.
You guys get 0.4 extra points.
It's not a 6.6. It's a 7. What a piece of shit. Imagine having to pretend to like this asshole.